Yes, I've arrived. Deuce House, this is where I started yesterday. Round Island, Penang, check. The plan is to get some breakfast, and after that I shall extend my cycling adventure across to Butterworth. It's a typical open restaurant. You can just sit outside and have your bike parked next to you, which is perfect for me. It is not uncommon to be sharing tables with strangers. The plan is to take the ferry across to Butterworth, and from Butterworth I will head south to a place called Bagan Serai, which is approximately 38 miles to 40 miles away. Stay overnight at Bagan Serai before heading to Taiping. Little did I know, my plan will soon change. Okay, terima kasih. So the next ferry is 11:30. There's no charge traveling from Penang to Butterworth, but from Butterworth to Penang you do have to pay. Penang ferry port. It all seemed rather peaceful. On reflection, I think the whole Penang Round Island had been an interesting project, and I really did enjoy it. I wouldn't mind coming back and redoing it again once I've done the Singapore Round Island in the very near future. Ferry is just arriving. It's 11:17 now, so right on schedule. I think the last time I took the ferry was more than 40 years ago. Right down memory lane. The ferry is not exactly packed. It's mostly just motorbikes. I guess it is quicker for the cars to go on the bridges. I don't suppose it is obvious to the viewers, but the temperature is hot. I guess it is hot almost every day in Malaysia. I've always loved coastal towns. There's just something about living next to the sea. 20 minutes or so later, we are over at Butterworth. Butterworth is yet another coastal town that is located in the city of Seberang Perai, Penang. It has a population of roughly 100,000, which is 1/6 the population of Brighton. As a teenager, I once lived here for short periods. Right, just leaving the ferry port on the mainland, Butterworth. Right, how the hell do I get out? This was a very convoluted flyover system. At the time, I wasn't exactly sure where I was going. Butterworth Central, or the Central Bus Terminal, is on the left. Somehow I managed to find the old North-South Highway. It is prohibited to cycle on the Plus Highway. And right now it is a simple case of heading south. Crossing the Perai River. It was such a hot day, I've had to take many breaks along the way. And at 4 ringgit, it wasn't very good. It wasn't even chilled. That's the way to Ipoh. It's a bloody steep climb. I hadn't noticed this before, but Malaysia seems to have a lot of flyovers. Too steep to cycle. Had to resort to 7th gear. Oh, and did I mention? If you are planning to cycle in Malaysia, please ensure you bring at least a gallon of sun protection. Of the highest factor, you're gonna need it. It is so hot, I've decided to take a short snooze. I must say it is a rather odd feeling, as I've never slept on a sidewalk ever. You feel rather exposed. 4 miles later, and another break at a roadside cafe. Buy at the local tea shop. We do get a lot of these tea shops out along the old roads. Let's see. I think I've got another 20 miles more to go. I had planned to cycle a further 20 miles to Bagan Serai, but a message came and plans changed. Instead, I will now navigate to the closest train station in Simpang Ampat, and from there, take the train to Taiping. This train station in Simpang Ampat, so I'm going to take this one to Taiping instead. The journey from Simpang Ampat to Taiping is approximately 45 miles away, roughly an hour's journey. The train fare is 6 ringgit and 20 cents, which is a little over £1. That is indeed good value. The KTM train itself is fairly modern, but more importantly, it is air conditioned. It was a pleasant ride all the way to Taiping. The train did make a couple of stops, and this one is at Bagan Serai. The thing about Taiping is, it always rains. And on this occasion, it is no different. As I arrived, it was pouring. So, whilst waiting, I sat down and started looking for an accommodation somewhere central in Taiping. The rain has eased off a little, and so I've decided to make my way to the accommodation. The plan is to drop everything at the hotel, shower, and then go looking for some food. Not a bad plan.
How many of you?
Huh?
How many of you?
Just me, I only travel solo.
Okay. Well, good. Are you?
The people at JLooi Hotel is really helpful. They have even provided ground floor storage for my bicycle so that I didn't have to carry it into my room. It is almost 7 and it is getting dark. And so I have decided to head straight to an old favorite of mine. Golden Corner is also a local favorite here in Taiping. Look at that, a myriad of prawn balls, fish balls, pork balls, tofu, balls galore. One of my classic favorite dish is the shredded chicken noodle. The secret is in the broth and of course the yong tofu accompaniment, which is just an assortment of all the balls I've mentioned. And I do love anything with ladies' fingers in it. Bon appetit! Join me in the next episode exploring Taiping.